From your comments on my channel, I see that few PS3 custom firmware users understand what a firmware spoofer really is and what purpose does it serve. To understand that, imagine you bought a car. This is a modest car with fuel economy friendly 1.2-liter engine. However, a few months later, the car manufacturer releases a newer model with exactly the same exterior but an enforced 1.8-liter engine. So you just go to a chop shop and buy a 1.8-liter badge and glue it over your existing 1.2-liter badge. Your car still performs as a 1.2-liter, and while you certainly can fool unaware passerbys that you own a 1.8-liter, but opening the hood will show you don't really have a 1.8-liter and it is still 1.2-liter. PS3 spoofer is that badge. It just straps a 4.66 label over your 3.55 custom firmware version, and that's all it does. It does not change anything in the firmware, that's why it will not allow to run games signed with newer keys or requiring other features from newer firmwares. I already told that in deep detail, but will repeat it again. Each PlayStation 3 or 4 game, or Xbox 360 or One game, is cryptographically signed by Sony or Microsoft. The console checks this key before running the game and won't run unsigned code. The whole idea of jailbreaking is the ability to run unsigned code. That is not approved by the device manufacturer. In the past, 3.55 firmware keys were compromised and used by the hackers to sign their unsigned software to run on PlayStation 3. In the later firmware releases, those compromised 3.55 keys were blacklisted. That is exactly why new firmwares do not run older patched game eboots. And that's exactly why 3.55 firmware doesn't run newer games. It just doesn't have the newer keys introduced in later firmware and used to sign newer games. That's why you need to either re-sign, that is, strap newer games to older 3.55 keys if that is possible, or crack newer official firmwares having newer keys to custom firmware. So a spoofer does not allow to run newer games on older firmware. So why do you need a spoofer then? The biggest advantage of using a spoofer is that it blocks accidental firmware update through XMB. The spoofer has, say, a 9.99 firmware number, which is much higher than current official firmware number, so the update does not start. Updating a custom firmware console online through XMB will install latest official firmware and you will lose jailbreak. Software downgrade will not be possible anymore, and you will need to use a hardware flasher to downgrade your PlayStation 3 back to 3.55. This is a costly and not always successful procedure. So spoofer acts as a safeguard from accidental updates to official firmware. An extremely important thing, especially if your PlayStation 3 is used by family members, friends, and other people that may be unaware of firmware update through XMB dangers. As each game Blu-ray comes with PlayStation 3 update folder, also contain newer official firmware, spoofer also protects from accidental firmware updates from game disks. PSN always requires latest firmware and will not let you in unless you update online. Spoofer will help you bypass this update. However, as in case with inspection under the hood of your car, custom firmwares are very easily detected by Sony, so playing pirated games online on custom firmware console will get you banned. The question is not if you will get banned. The question is when you will get banned. Usually, bans come in massive waves, banning all abusers detected for the last 3 to 4 months.